Hi, this is Kimberly, the editor of Collide. Let's get started with Lesson 3. The Collide with a Word activity for this lesson is on page 14. And in this activity, they'll write every other word down in the blank spaces. We'll start here. Now for the next activity, they'll turn to page 15, and they'll do a matching game with the characteristic of each person and draw it to the person that it describes. So that's Esau. Now they won't be able to answer all of the matching answers. They'll do that later in the lesson when they read the rest of the story. So the next activity is on page 16. You can read these scenarios and see that they're scenarios that siblings struggle with. Now each response is a little bit negative. So in these dialogue bubbles at the bottom, they'll write more positive responses. Then they'll cut them out and tape them to cover up the dialogue bubbles. So that's kind of what that will look like. The next activity, they'll turn back to page 15, and after they read the story, they'll be able to finish the matching answers. Now for the next activity, you'll turn to page 17. They'll cut out two pictures, one representing them and one representing a sibling, and then on these strips, they'll write things that they argue with their siblings about. And if your preteens don't have siblings, they can use this as a representative of a friend.
Which TV show we get to watch?
They'll fold them in accordion style, and we'll tape them to the back of each picture. Then they'll tape the strips to the page. And during class, you'll have a discussion about what conflict does and how it draws us further away from each other. Later in the class, you'll learn about forgiveness, and you'll have them cut off the springs and tape the figures back to the page. So that's kind of what that would look like. Now for the last activity for this lesson, you'll turn to page 18, and they'll write two things they can do to draw closer to their siblings, friends, or family this week. Okay, that's it for lesson 3. See you next week.